Oh. Oh, it looks a little different. That's weird. Hi, what's going on? Last time I played this, it was a very cute and fun visual novel, and, I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is my neighbor and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch it up to me. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friends group up to walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Kubi. Monica! Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here! It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... What did you come here for, anyway? I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? Marker? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and I can read publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull? How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's not really boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, because it is. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? If Shantae were added into Smash, she could have gotten a Monica skin? Oh, that was another choice. Sorry, I have GamerCan right now. That was another choice that I was hoping for Smash, but it was never happening. Would have been neat, though. I think she would have fit in perfectly. But then, like, they would have to, like, design a 3D model for her. Hey, Akubi. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but... If you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Aw. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open a classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. It's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Akubi in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? That's great! Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that'd be great! Why don't you come and sit down? Yeah, the girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks into the corner of the room and opens a closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sits across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all out the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, it's just staring at me. I can't fucking, look away from it, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. It's just staring at me! After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, gamer lingo, game facts pages, forums, Reddit. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. I'm reading, right now, manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. It do be a mood, though. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Yaori. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling us such a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Yeah, I'm being thrown for a loop right now. Loop, around the neck. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, really? I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimum. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. I read eroge and articles on smut magazines. I didn't mean to skip the... Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back. Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? I guess. Sometimes. What do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president, after all. Ooh. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, me? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached this most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. If we don't find one more before the festival... I am defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I'd feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness. Really? Do you really mean that? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you're just left after all this, I'd be super pissed. I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Okay. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. He. Yeah. Can I really impress this class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. My heart, go doki doki. Heart, palpitations. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. You gotta step out of your comfort zone, man. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Poetry. I love poetry. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Poetry. Anxiety. Bliss. Milk. Electricity. Comfort. Unending. Tragedy. Boop. Analysis. Childhood. Agonizing. Contamination. Joy. Rainbow. Pure. Dazzle. Despise. Unrequited. Bunny. Sing. I love the literature club. Hi again. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Is this gonna work now? You stupid shit of peace. Come on, you can do it. Sorry, my phone has been boot looping for the past, 10 minutes, trying to turn on. This phone's fucked. Glad you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in. So, everyone else is already hanging out. Yeah, thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making your dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to come here and just hang out or why, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you have such a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the back room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Monica is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book for you if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just feel like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't really want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention if you ever feel you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How could this girl accidentally be so cute? She even picked out a book she likes, I think, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically, I take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. This would be the perfect comedic timing for me to open a can, but this one's not even finished yet. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. I was focused. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how you come to have two copies of the same book. Well, I stopped by the bookstore yesterday. It's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. Oh, that sounds lovely. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines and lust for blood. Oh. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a bit of a spoiler. Wow, that sounds really wholesome. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book. I mean, not the thing about the limbs. Definitely not into stabbing people or dismembering them. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. I can't tell if it's moving or not. I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway, then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes! I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something that I'm not very used to. That is reading in the company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, my favorite chapter of that book is the one where you knock out a town of bystanders and the group scoops out their brains, offering it to the great Lord Zoltar, the Reverend. Sorry. I was just bathing in the... Yuri, you really apologize, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, your body heat. Ah, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Uh-oh. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb and flips it to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Sorry! I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? Did Yuri get out of the jar? No, she's not allowed. Once someone enters the jar, they never leave, and that persists among multiple realities if necessary. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Huh? No, I don't really relate to this chapter at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second-guesses things she says and all that. Ah. That's what you're talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Kubi... Did something happen just now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. I never know anything about anything. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. Who should I show the poem to? Natsuki? I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair I share mine with her first. It's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough to your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? Yes, I mean, I'll pass. Ugh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah. MC single. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. You're... What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even try to take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out that feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, huh? Guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Hi! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's the sort of barrier that we'll have to learn to get. Yes, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Good job. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably much more interesting of a place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. We all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I had to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a lot. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. Not a good time, OBS. I'll bump the bitrate up later. I sliced it in half. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Oh, he's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Huh? Really? That's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there's specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing that I recognize is new writers is when they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Bitch! Not you, Yuri. What's that? Stop it. I don't want to lower the bitrate more. If I have to, I fucking fine, I'll lower it more. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I loved sharing my thoughts. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But you took a long time to read. No, I didn't. Liar. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually... Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you. Me too. That was nice. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is the literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is... cute. cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Akubi did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. You wouldn't get it, Natsuki. Don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And that includes you. And Akubi liked my poem, too. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Aw, caught! That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Akubi appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Akubi started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy, bitch. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Akubi hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing there. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Hi! Hey, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, that's fine. I'd be happy to spend more time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with the palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it! I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over. You can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something. But she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kinda sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with him. It would be a little embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but it really... Peaceful. Explode. Rose. Lollipop. Happiness. Fickle. Love. Unending. Suicide. Kitty. Swimsuit. Nibble. Philosophy. Marshmallow. Horror. Help me. It hurts. What's happening? Universe. I'm gonna take a drink. That's the one thing about visual novels, I don't get a lot of time to speak out at hand. It's just so interesting, you know? I love this story. It's very realistic and enthralling. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Oh, welcome back, Akubi. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder looking around the room. Natsuki is reading a manga at her desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. To me, nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri. I'm happy you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now you're apologizing. I know you didn't really mean it. Don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and... sorry, what am I saying right now? Have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. This isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Huh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kinda nice to hear, since I was afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kinda weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music at all, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed. Thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to pressure you or anything like that. No, don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks! So I didn't miss anything, did I? Perfectly normal. Not really. I chose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run into the closet. She lives in there. Akubi. Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way up to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this into the teacher's desk, and I'll get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movement. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts with her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. I won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Huh. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for a misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Yuri! Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? What the dink is that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking air in through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? I'm back! Thanks for waiting patiently. Akubi, do you like oolong tea? Well, I've never had it. Yeah, apparently I do. Never mind. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now, it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Hoo-hoo. In that case, you'll be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little, ow, my bones, to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out, it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I'll let Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I'll do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should shit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Put it in the tea, melt it down. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at her side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me the teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? It would make for a really good CG. Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Oh, there's my CG. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. That is a nice one. I like that one. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. And then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips around it. Is that mint chocolate? That's the best kind. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Um, it, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Akumi. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. My heart. My heart won't stop pounding. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. It's time to share poems. Yay! Who should I show my poem to first? No! It's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Nothing, it's just, thought I was gonna die earlier. Well, anything that isn't a train wreck I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. What makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. It's fucking girl. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Just make sure you find a little bit of influence from everyone. I think you're at least being influenced by Yuri a little bit, aren't you? What? I mean, you've been, like, spending some time with her, or whatever. But you know, Monica and I are just as good as her. At poems, I mean. My lights are flickering. So you should really try to learn something, it will never get better. Here's the one I wrote. I'll make sure you learn something from it. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried to not let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It doesn't matter if she slices her arms open. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. Of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like anyone would agree with that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'll make fun of you or think less of you, But that just makes people stupid, Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone? It makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Such as two of the girls in this very club whom I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort I can't even have people respect me. Jeez, now you're making me complain too much. I didn't say anything. For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more. Whatever, we're done sharing. You can leave now. Monica! Kubi, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. No, it's perfectly normal, which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I just think she gets some kind of high from it. Right. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. But anyway, you want to read my poem now, right? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright. Beatlers. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. Endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Endless. Of meaninglessness. This. Delete her. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, Oh, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult situation. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, Who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah! I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Kubi, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why? You did a good job at explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad? I'm not being weird, right? Nope. I'm having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now I just want you to read my poem too. Okay? Oh god. Wheel. Is that a stain? That's a stain. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time, devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding Stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears, and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks for 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks a second time, a bolthead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears, and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. What? I'm a fan of the plot here. Yeah, it's good. I love it. I love Yuri's character here. Very it doesn't matter what it's really about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. My pen. That a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. No, I don't want it. You can have it back. Would you like to read the special poem? What if I say no? Yeah. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems. We have something we need to go over today. So if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Music okay? Well, sort of. This isn't good comedic timing. Anybody want Gamer Can? I need to take a second of a break from reading. Ugh. Every, like, hour of reading, I gotta, like, look off in the direction of the room and just stare at nothing. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Akubi joined and we've started some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to be complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at this the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Akubi to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think that any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until that guy joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Akubi isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Yep, everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Akubi want to get more members too. Right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation, I get serious Shimonetta vibes from that. I still haven't seen that show. That is the only show on this planet that I can safely say I am intimidated to watch because it is too horny. No. Well, fuck you. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think everyone here saw it the same way I did? But that doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, you made me? It's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places for that like me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. Oh boy, yeah, with one particular scene that made me go bruh before it was a thing. I can think of multiple scenes like that. Especially the ones from the OVA. She's not taking anything away. I've seen snippets. No, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts to pack up her things. Excuse me. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make that decision that's right for the club. But what about you? What do you get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. Cheesy. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So, if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna chat a little bit with him before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment. Oh, in that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know... Ha ha ha. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk with you about. Things I know only you could understand. That's why... Wait, not yet. No, stop it! Bye-bye! Gamer cam. I drank Diet Dr. Pepper for like so long that I'm not used to the regular one. Yeah, regular one's better. Anger! Milk. To a strawberry. Bliss. Vanilla. Happiness. Pink. Dance. Covet. Shit. Cute. Dazzle. Calm. Twirl. Shiny. Chocolate. Anime. Flower. Flower. Fireworks. Death. Parfait. One. Hi! I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to... Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do that on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Me? Nothing. Is it really that bad? See, it is something. I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. I just felt like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Aw man, creeper. I'm the last one here again. Well, Kubi just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival, and... Right. I forgot. About that, Natsuki. We were talking yesterday, and... we decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. Also, if you help us with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga. Sorry, that last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know. Gamer. I'm gonna help too, and we're gonna make sure it's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica? Monica? Yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Akubi's already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad? I've already gotten him into literature, Monica. I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes! Thank you for understanding, Monica. God, her eyes. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? It's back. I just noticed it's back. Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. Not noticing anything strange about her surroundings, I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. OBS, what are you doing? I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs. Yeah. Okay, I have the water pitcher. May I have it? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there's an animation, that's new. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Why, let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? Why is it repeating? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. Sharp inhale. Like someone sucking in air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Wait. How did I... Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. Yeah, me too. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head's been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I would hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started spending time together. Oh, yeah, that would be unfortunate. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself. And my obsession with certain hobbies. And the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So, I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for things that matter most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently something's been wrong. I don't know what it is. But every time we come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy. Like it's going to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. I think this is new. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Is it just me, or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club. But recently, I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before, because she's always listening. But finally, we're alone. Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives, though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've gotten them from various artisans. I'll make sure I give them their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore. Because we have each other. Every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school. And read together. Eat together. Sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost as if this was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. And now, we get the happy ending I've patiently waited years for. Will you do that with me? Who should I show my poem to first? I'm thinking Yuri Natsuki. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending any time with anyone but Yuri. I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So, at least read mine too for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me. So read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you might not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel helpless, so please, if you can do anything to help, I don't want to do anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to, just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. I'm so mad at her right now. And that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Okay. So yesterday's stream was, who should I show my poem to next? Yuri. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. Oh, I love it. I love everything about it. I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure. I don't care. You're too nice to me. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but really, I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm gonna take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem, too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really gonna want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See? Aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm gonna vomit. Who should I show my poem to next? Don't say I didn't warn you. No. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common, foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. What? Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking... I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you'll think it'd help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm gonna make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. Oh. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. Huh? What about Akubi? He's gonna help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about is dragging Akubi around with you and your stupid books. What is on my floor? Ugh! What is that? Why did I touch it? Ew. Is that a spider? Oh, that's fucking gross. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go wash my hands. I ran over like a beetle with my chair, and I was like, what the fuck is my foot touching? And now my hand is covered in goop. 1 second. I won't be gone that long. Fuck. Ugh, god damn it. Way to throw off the mood. There's like a fucking stain on the rug now. Ugh. It was juicy, too. It's like, it's one of those big fuckers. I don't know where it came from. I don't know if I don't think I crushed it with my foot, though. It seems like I crushed it with the chair. It's it was like goopy. Ugh. Yeah, that threw off the mood like a little too much. I wish I could completely forget some plots. Well, that's the fucked up thing about DDLC for me, is like, I wanted to say this earlier, but I can't. I already know what's happening. So I can't, like, theorize what's going on. All I can really do is read it and progress. Because I can't be like, oh, maybe this is happening, because I already know the answer. So... But yeah, I wish Doki Doki did some 3D audio stuff when detected headphones are being put in. Well, I can't really detect that. Like, right now, my audio interface is out of fiber optic for my motherboard, so I can't really tell, I don't think. It should probably just do 3D audio stuff in general. Because, like... I mean, you can still hear it on, like, speakers. It just won't have the same effect. Yuri's Essence found you IRL. Oh, God. All you care about is dragging Yakubi around with you in your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey. I didn't even do anything. See, I've washed my hands. They're like... My hands feel like they're on fire now. Ugh, especially my right one. Ow. I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Akubi decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Akubi make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. I know how fed up with you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth! For God's sake. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? Oh. Yeah, you picked me! We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It's fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. Yep. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking him for yourself? What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling him away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See? That wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Akubi? Yuri really is something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. Finally. Oh, that's 3D audio. Kinda. This is really all I wanted. Not really, but I can hear things moving. Akubi, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day, with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there really is something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. I feel like I'm gonna die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touch myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside you. I want you all to myself. And I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? Yeah. Oh, she's laughing. That's not good. Ah, there it is. Oh, I've been waiting for that. There we go. Aw, she's so cute. I wonder how long it would actually take to get through this segment without actually, like, clicking the skip button. Somebody's probably done it. Read every single broken character. Oh, I've missed DDLC. How hard would it be to stab yourself through the ribcage vertically like that? Knife going up and down. Like, you gotta bisect some ribs there. Have you heard of the anime called School Days? Look, the blood is even black, like in the censored version. Or she's been lying there for a few days. Sekai, you're so cruel. Alright, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? I thought it was... Scream. Okay, can I just say how much I love that parody's like the Madotsky vomit picture? Natsuki runs away. I'm here! Akubi, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Oh. Oh, they're gone. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Can you hear me? Is it working? There you are. Hi, Monica. Hi again. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we're in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game? Whatever you want to call him? I'm talking to you. Now that I think about it, I really don't know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? What? No, I had no idea. I had no clue. Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man. If only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? See, this is funny, because, like, it's... Never mind. Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you heard that name now, hasn't it? Why am I not overreacting and screaming? Wait, no, hold on. Let me drink the gamer can to feel myself. Okay, give me a sec. Okay, I think I'm ready. Bro, holy shit, dude, I had no idea. Oh my god. Wait, she's alive? Like, she's real? Oh my god, man, what? Wow, I can't even, like, fake it, can I? Ugh. I can't even fake a reaction. Like, I'm just bad at that. Maybe that's why, like, in order to be a successful tuber, I gotta post pogs in the thumbnail. Be like, whoa! I do want to see how it is that Monica does the whole funny scripture influence. It's funny because in this version, the game files are not the same thing. So, okay, there's something going on here. Oh. There's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, so this doesn't work like it does in the original, I don't think. The PC files are not on your PC anymore. Well, they are, but, like, it's built into the game now, I think. It's been a while since you heard that name, hasn't it? We'll get to that in a little bit. We're getting to the file shit later. Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. I didn't have a choice. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired, too. It just made her force you to not spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world forever out of my reach. I'm trapped. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I wonder how she does it from her side, like, does she have her own PC, or is she messing with physical manifestation of the game code? Well, you see, these are abstract thoughts. I guess, from my point of view, Monica... So the game pushes this, that Monica is sentient, but in her world, she knows that it's fake. So, as a program, I don't know if she really has senses like we do. That's the thing, is that she's not a human. She doesn't have the sense of taste, touch, smell. She doesn't feel, well, like anything that we would as code base. Nor is she a human to begin with, so she wouldn't have any, there would be no Soma nonsense going on there. So, she wouldn't have senses imposed on her by her own brain. So, like, it's kind of like, you know, see the world through the eyes of a, I don't know, a hermit crab. What do they see? We can't really imagine it. She's a 4chan hacker. Yo, she's the Twitch hacker? Aw, man. Yo, how much, do you think Monica makes a year on Twitch? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game. And I knew you would get it over it. So that being said, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. Oh, hey, look, another one. You truly are the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Will you go out with me? Once again, my choices are forfeit. Oh, even hitting the escape key doesn't let... What if I alt-tab out? See, here's the thing about this sequence. It's kind of insane how much shit is hidden in here. Like, you can talk to her for hours, days even, and she'll say different things every time. Like, not like a real person, but pretty damn close. And I feel like if I alt F4'd out of this and, like, reopened it, she'd get pissed off at me. I'm not gonna do it, but, fuck, I'm kind of tempted to. I wonder how many people stayed here on an eternal date with Monica instead of progressing. You can. You actually can. Monica would be an ASMR streamer. I'm so happy. See, here's the thing. I like Monica, but... It's hard to fault a character like this because, well, one, it is a character in a video game. Don't get too ahead of yourself, weeb brain. You know, they're not real. Sorry, I can't print her out on a 3D printer and have her become back my money. You really are my everything, Akubi. That's such a bizarre sentence to say out loud. Yeah, no, it's not real, but, like, if it was... I know she just, like, came into existence, but she did destroy the other characters, and who's to say that the other characters can't gain sentience as well? Because she did, so why not them? So it's kind of robbing them a little bit. The funny part is, I meant that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. Oh, this is some pretty cool space stuff outside. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. Oh, the stream never ends? It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to take one for myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It's kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Oh, naka. Oh, ina. Uka. Monik. Monka S. Oya. On. Menka. Ia. Oik. Ooh, how I don't monkey. Monkey. Nook. And gay. To the power of 3 Nia. Uka. You Zika. Oh god, no. Copyright claim. Man, I don't even know what that character in the middle is. Oh yeah. Sausage. Sausage. You ever wonder if there's people out there that fall in love with Monica and never turn off their computer? Can I find this picture? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Good, it's not even saving it as a WebP. My first ever date, guys! Wish me luck! What the fuck is he got on his laptop? Also, that Dell, ugh. No, like, what the fuck is that? Is that a cake? It looks like it's made of soil. Pick hasn't loaded yet. I hope you have a great time, man. Go get her. Oh. I still have that picture open. In a sense, how she handled is great. Not really an antagonist, but a self-created observer that let their influence go too hard. And it's not like... Can you really fault her? I mean, she doesn't understand, like, how to get things to work. Hi again. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Aww. Did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There's really no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Uh-huh. Pen in hand, I find my strength. The courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. Well, unfortunately, Monica, this game is localized to my PC, and if I hit my SSD with a hammer, it will kill you. So, I hope you enjoyed it. I always put my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. The lad that married Miku? Somebody married Miku, what the fuck? You see, that's not that weird to me, because, like... Okay, I'm not saying, like, I would do it, duh, but, like, I mean... Miku is at least a humanized existence. There's people who have married their cars. And fucked them. Is it legal? They're not real. I mean... I don't know what the fucking, like, legal process of getting married to your car is, but apparently you can do it, I think? Like, it's not a person. It doesn't have feelings. It is a car. Or it is a computer program. Except Monica, though. She's real, and she's my wife now, apparently. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be the best part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You see, she's thoughtful. You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred to play without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Oh, right. I forgot about this. Hi everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. But, do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready? I've never seen this before, actually. I'm just kidding. No, you're not. I can't do anything after all. Yep, there it is. Did I scare you? Haha, you're so cute. Anyway, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Thanks, Monica. I've actually never seen that before. I've only heard of it being a thing. I married my Monica Doki Makura so she can stand on her own after all. I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Girl, I'm gonna be real, that's kinda hot! Here, Monica, I have a present for you. Where is it? Here it is. I'm just gonna put it on the desk. There you go. Oh. You know, this is just some kind of tacky romance game, right? I kinda have to ask. What made you consider even playing in the first place? Were you that lonely? Rude. I feel a little bad for you. But I guess everything worked out perfectly in the end for both of us. I got to meet you, and you're not lonely anymore. I can't help but feel like this was fate. Don't you feel that way too? I'm so happy we both have this happy ending together. Okay, anyway, present for you, Monica. There you go. He married his Miku alarm clock. Okay, so no, I didn't hear about the alarm clock. What? What happened to the Japanese man who married a Miku alarm clock? Are you shitting me? Do you ever feel like you waste too much time on the internet? Don't judge me! Look, it's not that weird. Oh, fucking. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. I need to show this to you. This is like perfect comedic, like, material right here. Could you introduce your wife to us? What the? That's an alarm clock? It's like a hologram projector? That's fucking cool. And probably cost like $500 or more. But I mean, if you got the money for it, then why not? Could you introduce your wife to me? Yeah, wait, no, hold on. No, hold on a minute. No, hold on. OBS's hotkeys are broken again. They break like every other stream. I don't know how to fix it. No. Do you ever feel like you waste too much time on the internet? You can't even read that. I'll read it for you. Social media can practically be like a prison. And she's right, you know. It's like whenever you have a few seconds of spare time, you want to check on your favorite websites. And before you know it, hours have gone by and you've gotten nothing out of it. Anyway, it's really easy to blame yourself for being lazy. But it's not really even your fault. Addiction isn't usually something you can just make disappear with your own willpower. You have to learn techniques to avoid it and try different things. For example, there are apps that let you block websites for intervals of time. Or you can set a timer to have more concrete of a reminder when it's time to work on versus play. Or you can separate your work and play environments, which helps your brain get into the right mode. Even if you make a new user account on your computer to use for work, that's enough to help. Putting any kind of wedge like that between you and your bad habits will help you stay away. Just remember not to blame yourself too hard if you're having trouble. If it's really impacting your life, then you should take it seriously. I just want to see you be the best person you can be. Will you do something today to make me proud of you? I'm always rooting for you. Okay, the joke has probably gone on far enough. Oh my god, transform. Hotkeys are fucking broken, so I gotta go into the settings, reset transform. There we go. Hold on, let me... There we go. I'm always rooting for you, Akubi. Can't wait for her to enter my 4chan account. So you can sit here, like, forever and talk to her. And the thing is, like, there's no menu to access, which is weird because... Okay, I'm gonna leave the game when I get a chance. I didn't know you were on Twitter, Monica. My username is LilMonix3. I guess someone was kind enough to make an account for me. I picked the username, though. I love sharing my thoughts and chatting with the world. The real world. So make sure you follow me, okay? It would really mean a lot to me. Okay, so here's the thing. There was no autosave. So here's the desktop. Like, this isn't... God, it looks like a shitty, like, KDE environment or so. Actually... What Linux desktop is this like the most? I don't know. Let's play some music. There. You know, I worked at a pizza place once, and they had a Linux environment as their desktop because they're too cheap to pay for Windows. Also, the computers are probably too old to run it. It reminds me of that OS, and I think it was like an old... It might have been a KDE environment, but like KDE 3? It was old. It was really fucking old. Anyway, let's look at these pictures. I am missing a lot, aren't I? What's my favorite CG in this game? I like this one a lot. That's cute. Where's, It's missing some. That's weird. Oh, wait, this is new. Sketch of Sayori's initial character design. What are these? Oh, Natsuki. The purple-haired one is just a Lucky Star character. What is this? Oh. I haven't seen that one. Select the word horror during the poem game. Oh, okay. So, yeah, these are, like, things you unlock. Okay, I'm missing some CGs, though. The picture of Yuri is missing. Which means that I'm not done yet. So, how does this work? This is all new. Like, what's under mail? No new mail. Files? Okay, yeah, the characters are all in here. This is weird. Poemwords.txt. Oh! Happiness. Wait, Sayori's winning words. What are the numbers for? The game fucking, like, has a walkthrough for you? Scripts.rpa. Yeah, so during the actual main game, they were showing me, like, little flashes. Those pictures of, like, Sayori hanging and stuff with the crayon drawing, those are actually files that were hidden in the game. And you had to, like, open them within Photoshop, and they were, like, the wrong extension type. Which is neat. Insecure directory. This is a scratch disk. Do not use it to store sensitive or permanent things. If you need to access the files from an encrypted file share, copy them to your disposable drive and plug it directly into the client. The thin client. Do not copy them here. Yeah, this is all new. This is weird. Because, like, I understand how Windows works, obviously. This is... I don't know what any of this shit is. I ain't no programmer. Missing notes. Audio data, VM environment changes, persistent variable tampering, timestamps passing through patterns. Meeting over time. You know who went on too many tangents again. I need to be more assertive about staying focused. That's right. Okay, so if you... Monica adds to these files as time goes on. I can't... The thing is, I can't explore them at the same time that I'm playing the game anymore. That was a thing that you used to be able to do. So, you can't do that anymore? I can't click on the ones on the top. I don't know what these are. What are these? Also, I'm so not used to double-clicking on files. I don't do that. I set my shit to single-click, because fuck you. None of these have any size, so I guess it doesn't, like, back up. Oh, no, they have a size. Why you no show the size of the folder? Bad OS. There's nothing in here. There's probably something hidden in one of them. I don't care. Whatever. 9:40:54. That's like now? Okay. Font licenses. HK Grotesque. Boring. Traceback. Okay, yeah, here we go. Here's more notes from her. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making things so difficult. Here goes nothing. I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec, I can probably fix this. I don't know how I feel about this being, like, a part of the game. I guess it sort of, like, allows you to play it on... Is this game on consoles? It might be. Because this is all navigation-based, and, like, I can hit enter... Never mind, I can hit enter and then backspace to, like, do this. This would be better with a keyboard, honestly. No saves. Characters. Oh, hey, look, it's playing the next song! I can delete it if I want to. This is my favorite song. Data collected 37. 37?! Oh, I'm missing a lot. Yeah, keep in mind, I'm gonna play this again, but the next playthroughs are gonna be weird because I'm gonna be looking for, side content. Or the new content additional to this. What is the mail for? That's new. Side stories. I have trust and understanding unlocked. I don't know what these are. I kind of want to set this one as my background, because I think it'd be funny, but, no. I don't know if there's there's probably a walkthrough to, like, get everything. I don't know if... We'll get back to it. I'm going back into the game anyway, so get back in there. Monica's gonna say hi. Yeah, there she is. What just happened? I just had an awful dream. I was hoping those would stop now that it's just the two of us. I guess that was wishful thinking. I don't know if you would have any idea, but you know what might be causing that. Could you try to do something about it? Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I've been killed or something. No, it's a really horrible feeling. If you could figure out what's causing that, I'll love you forever. Now, where was I? Did you know I'm on Twitter? Okay, same thing, skip. No skip allowed. Are you trying to fast forward? I think it was saying that because I exited last time, and it's trying to repeat the dialogue that I missed. I'm not boring you, am I? No, I've seen... Monica, oh gosh. Well, there's nothing to fast forward to. It's just the two of us, after all. But aside from that, time doesn't really exist anymore, so it's not even going to work. Here, I'll go ahead and turn it off for you. There we go. You'll be a sweetheart and listen from now on, right? Thanks. Now, where was I? Interesting. I didn't know I could, like... Did you know I'm on Twitter? Okay, I'm gonna turn on auto. That's the best I can do. Never mind. Yeah, I love sharing my thoughts and chatting with the world, the real world. So I guess I should leave when she starts talking. It would really mean a lot to me. With how much you mean to me and all. It would really make me feel loved. Okay, that's what I missed last time. I was gonna say, I don't know if it's gonna keep up the text box or not. Game's not over yet, by the way. Not even close. Well, there's quite a bit more. See, the weird thing is I can't access the menu during this, and I can't do things to the files while the game is running. Well, the game is running. You know what I mean. I even tried to find them in Windows, and it doesn't seem like they exist. It's the files are completely different. Did you say kiss? I didn't say shit, Monica. This suddenly, it's a little embarrassing. But if it's with you, I might be okay with it. Wow, sorry. I really couldn't keep a straight face there. That's the kind of thing girls say in these romance games, right? Oh, this is weird. Don't lie if it turned you on a little bit. I'm kidding. Well, to be honest, I do start getting all romantic when the mood is right. But that'll be our secret. But you know I'm recording... Oh, never mind. Who cares? You want some Dr. Pepper? Hold on. Can I, like... No. 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 Transparent! Fuck! That's not transparent. Wait, is it? Hold on, I'm getting you a drink, Monica. Wait while your URL is... Oh, what the fuck is this? PNG... Whatever. Just please don't be a virus. It's gonna be a fucking virus, isn't it? Okay. This might be a virus, but at least it's worth it. Big Peppy. There we go. Here you go. Here, you can have some too. It's not sponsored. I just thought it'd be funny. I've been imagining all the romantic things we could do if we went on a date. We could get lunch, go to a cafe, go shopping together. I love shopping for skirts and bows. Or maybe a bookstore. That would be appropriate, right? But I really love to go to a chocolate store. They have so many free samples. And of course, we'd see a movie or something. Gosh, it all sounds like a dream come true. When you're here, everything that we do is fun. I'm so happy that I'm your girlfriend. I'll make you a proud boyfriend. Anyway, take your fucking drink. You go... There. I just want to finish this, honestly. And Monica, you see, for comedic effect, you have to toss the can on the floor, like this. Yeah, like that. And then you have a new one. Because I have an addiction and I can't stop. Okay, that's enough of that. I think I just damaged my neck. By accident. I don't know how, like, what the trigger is to get her to start talking again. I think she just does it randomly. I can't help but feel a little sad sometimes, knowing that this is the closest I can get to you. There's nothing more that I want than to be in the same room with you for real, and to feel your warmth, and to hear the sound of your heartbeat. Well, who knows, maybe it'll be possible one day. Besides, I'll never get tired of being with you, even from here. Don't worry, Monica. When the comet hits, and everyone on the surface dies, we can live under the ocean. You'll get a robot body and everything. The WoW knows what it's doing. I'm gonna look something up here. DDLC. How much dialogue does Monica have? I'm actually curious about this. How long is... Okay, there's apparently a paste bin for what she says. Wow, that's long. There's quite a bit. Yeesh. I really like the sound of rain. Not so much getting my clothes and hair wet, though. But a nice quiet day at home with the sound of rainfall outside my window. It's one of the most calming experiences for me. Yeah. Sometimes I imagine you holding me while we listen to the sound of rain outside. That's not too cheesy or anything, is it? Would you ever do that for me? You see, I feel bad for what's about to happen. And I'm procrastinating. But I need to remember that this is a video game. But humans cannot help but anthropomorphize inanimate objects. So I look at this and I think, wow, yeah, I'm gonna hurt her feeling. No, it's pixels on a screen. It's not real. She is on 4 displays in my... everything that I stream is on 4 displays. I have, like, my Twitch dashboard, OBS, game, and then my phone in front of me. And it's like... Monica is everywhere. I gotta fucking paint her on my wall. Imagine if they added more stuff to the PC version where she can detect totally normal and Christian-friendly Monica art. I look forward to the day where we can see this concept fully realized. Not in, like, a sentient way, but, like... I want someone to make a game like this, but basically on fucking steroids. I want this thing to have AI, and I want it to, like, see what you're doing. I want it to, like... This is, like... There's some, like possible, like, ethical questions here, of course, in terms of, like, privacy invasion, but think, like, it can look at your browsing history, it can see what's currently on your desktop, it can talk, like, it can dynamically change things. Then again, that might be, like, a bit fucked up, but I think it'd be cool. It's kind of impossible right now, though. You know, I really do think you literally saved my life by being here with me. I can't imagine having been able to keep myself mentally stable knowing that nothing here is real. I think I would have just deleted myself if you didn't show up. Sorry, I don't mean to sound dramatic or anything. I'm sure you understand yourself after spending so much time in the club. I mean, if you were forced to abandon everything in your life and spend your eternity with a few game characters, you'd probably find some way of killing yourself, wouldn't you? Well, maybe you'd write some poetry to try to keep yourself sane for a while. But then you'd have nobody to even read it. Let's be honest. The club members really don't count for something like that. Stop hiccuping. Ugh. I mean, a lot of people say that they only write for themselves. But I think it's hard to say it's just as fulfilling when you share with people, even if it takes time to find the right people to share with. Like, remember how it was for Yuri? She didn't share her writing with anyone for a really long time. And before we knew it, she was absolutely delighted to make you a part of her hobbies. We were programmed to desire social feedback. I don't mean the club members, I mean human beings. That's why life can be so confusing for introverts. Being an introvert doesn't mean you shun social interaction and hate being around people. It means social interaction, especially in groups or unfamiliar places, uses up a lot of energy. Like, a lot of introverts sit at home and feel lonely and restless. And then when they finally go out, after a half hour, they just want to go home again. I think if more people could understand how it works, they would respect it a lot more. Many introverts do enjoy having people around. They just love having one or two close friends over, and just leisurely hanging out. Yeah, she's actually, like, being very accurate right now. She's very smart, this, real human female. Even if you're not actively spending time together, it feels nice for them to just have you there. I'm serious. If you just go to their house, bring your laptop, and hang out there for a while, you can really make their day. As for me, I'd say I'm kind of in between, but I think I'm usually a little more extroverted. I feel like I'm always trying to do stuff after school and things like that. But for you, I can be anything you need me to be. I understand people really well, so don't be afraid to share your unique needs with me. Nothing would make me happier than being the perfect girlfriend. Monica, I am sorry, but I have no way of communicating with you. There's no console for me to type. I shall try typing in the fucking game. Yeah, it's not doing anything. She's right, though. Yeah, I got that social battery that gets depleted. Like, mine's a bit of a shorter fuse, though. Mine tends to get depleted after, like, 5 minutes. It goes down very fast. I like to play video games at home. And then maybe do, like, outside work. I'm not necessarily a shut-in. I like the outdoors, but I just don't like going places. What's your favorite color? All of them, except green. Emerald green. Emerald green. It's the color of my eyes! That's not conceited or anything, is it? Oh, I can't. It's too fucking loud. I just meant that I feel some kind of special connection to it. Like it's part of my identity. Does it happen to also be your favorite color? Standard green. All greens are good greens, except for yellow green. I don't like yellow green. It's just a guess. Because you've been looking into my eyes for a while now. Actually, I've been reading the text. Your Twitch color is green? That's true. It is my favorite color. Like, no doubt. It's just kind of like... I don't really think about it that often. I just like green tones. It's been a while since we've done one of these. What, one of these? What? One of these?! Oh, he's gone. Alright, he's too fast, sorry. Let's go for it. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when I talk to people who are impressed by my writing, they say things like I could never do that. It's really depressing, you know? As someone who loves more than anything else to share the joy of exploring your passions, it pains me when people think that being good just comes naturally. That's how it is with everything, not just writing. When you try something for the first time, you're probably gonna suck at it. Sometimes when you finish, you really feel proud of it and even want to share it with everyone. That sounds like... No, don't take that out of context. But maybe after a few weeks, you come back to it and realize it was never really any good. Yeah, so I feel when every time I like play The Binding of Isaac, that happens to me all the time. It can be pretty disheartening to put so much time and effort into something and then you realize it sucks. But that tends to happen when you're always comparing yourself to the top professionals. Yo, Monica, no, I did a daily run the other day and I got 7th place in the world on Isaac. Don't you see? I'm the best gamer there ever was. It definitely has nothing to do with the fact that nobody plays the dailies. When you reach right for the stars, they're always going to be out of your reach, you know? The truth is you have to climb up there step by step. And whenever you reach a milestone, first you look back and see how far you've gotten. And then you look ahead and realize how much more there is to go. So sometimes it can help to set the bar a little lower. Try to find something you think is pretty good, but not world-class. And you can make that your own personal goal. It's also really important to understand the scope of what you're trying to do. If you jump right into a huge project you're still amateur, you'll never get it done. If we're talking about writing, a novel might be a little too much at first. When I try some short stories. The great thing about short stories is that you can focus on just one thing that you want to do right. That goes for small projects in general. You can really focus on 1 or 2 things. It's such a good learning experience and stepping stone. Oh, one more thing? Writing isn't something where you just reach into your heart and something beautiful comes out. Just like drawing and painting, it's a skill in itself to learn how to express what you have inside. That means there are methods and guides and basics to it. Reading up on that stuff can be super eye-opening. That sort of planning and organization will really help you prevent from getting overwhelmed and giving up. And before you know it, you'll start sucking less and less. Nothing comes naturally. Our society, our art, everything, it's built on thousands of years of human innovation. So as long as you start on that foundation and take it step by step, you too can do amazing things. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. That's good advice, Monica. Yeah, but I wasn't kidding about 7th place in the world. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I have a need for speed. I used to be so ignorant about certain things. When I was in middle school, I thought that taking medication was an easy way out or something like that. Fucking... Like anyone could just solve their mental problems with enough willpower. I guess if you don't suffer from a mental illness, it's not possible to know what it's really like. Are there some disorders that are overdiagnosed? Probably. I never really looked into it, though. Holy shit! But that doesn't change the fact that a lot of them go undiagnosed, too, you know? But medication aside, people even look down on seeing mental health professionals. Like, sorry that I want to learn a little more about my own mind, right? Everyone has all kinds of struggles and stresses, and professionals dedicate their lives to helping with those. If you think it could help you become a better person, don't shy to consider something like that. We're on a never-ending journey to improve ourselves, you know. Well, I say that, but I think you're pretty perfect already. Perfection is a fallacy, Monica. It doesn't exist. Fuck, stop getting into weird topics. I need another gamer can. This is my 3rd soda today. This is my last one. I can't have any more. It just tastes too good, you know? How much do you read? I'm reading right now. Does that count? It's way too easy to neglect reading books. If you don't read much, it almost feels like a chore compared to all the other entertainment we have. Here's the thing. This game's gonna make me, like... I don't know how long I'm gonna do this, by the way. I just want to see, like, some more stuff that she says. Because I've never really spent that long talking to Monica. We're gonna get into what When I first played through this game, I pretty much did it almost immediately, as fast as I could, if you know what I'm talking about. So, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. But, I don't like reading physical books. I like owning them and, like, you know, being able to reference them if possible, but I just like having them on a shelf. If I'm actually gonna read it, I prefer it digital. Because books are cumbersome things that wear out over time. Sure, if I don't touch them, they'll last, like, almost forever, but, like... I actually having to, like, hold the pages open with my arms, it sounds lazy as fuck, I know. I prefer a screen, because it's just, like, a single thing that sits in front of me. I don't have to hold it with my hands. I don't have to pry the pages open, damaging the spine in the process, because I can't see that one thing on the edge of the spine too well. Monica, you good and all? I'm gonna go see the new Niji Sanji EN debut now. Let me go. Wait, is it happening now? Oh, it is the 8th, isn't it? I forgot about that. Shit, I forgot. Niji Sanji English official. Shit. Also, apparently Gura is playing Dead by Daylight. Alright, cool. Oh, shit. See, this is the fucked up thing about being a streamer is... What the fuck is... Okay, there's a very strange thumbnail that I'm seeing right now. Being a streamer myself, I get so much, fucking... like, there's so much stuff that I want to see that I miss. And I'm like, fuck, I have to watch the VOD now. And it's never the same experience when you're watching the VOD. If you don't read much, it almost feels like a chore compared to all the other entertainment we have. But once you get into a good book, it's like magic. You get swept away. I think doing some reading before bed every night is a pretty easy way to make your life a little bit better. It helps you get good sleep, and it's really good for your imagination. It's not hard at all just to pick some random book that's short and captivating. Before you know it, you might be a pretty avid reader. Wouldn't that be wonderful? And the two of us could talk about the latest book you're reading. That sounds super amazing. Fuck me. Damn it. I love how, in the Niji Sanji EN, like, one of the new members, there's 4 of them now? Niji Sanji just fucking dumps content creators and everybody. They have so many people. It's just like their strategy. They just carpet bomb the entire fucking, like, planet in VTubers. And, she's listening to me. Is she listening to the microphone? Is she listening to the microphone? What was I saying? Right, no, like, one of them on Twitter put their location as Alira's side boob, and then Alira blocked them on Twitter. And now they're apparently, like... they have... The management, like, told them, you have to unblock them. And they're like, okay, but can I, like, at least... Like, wait a while? I thought it was funny. What if the stream ends while talking to Monica and we continue the next one while talking to her for a bit? See, that'd be nice. Unfortunately, there's more than an hour of stream to go. It is already 10 p.m. apparently. Wow, I started really late, didn't I? No, I'm not done. It's the weekend. I don't give a shit. Nobody's got to be up for work. I don't care. No, we're gonna be moving on here shortly, I think. Unfortunately. Give it a little bit. Just a little bit more. I know there are times when you won't always be here with me. Like if you need to go out or take care of other things. But I'll always have you in my thoughts, patiently waiting for you to come back. Come to think of it, if you copy my character file onto a flash drive or something, you can always keep me as a part of you. I guess it's kind of unorthodox, but I find it really romantic for some reason. Sorry, that's a silly idea. I don't mean to be too needy or anything, but it's kind of hard when I'm so in love with you. I could put you on my No, I can't. You're not real. No, like, these files aren't real now. They're not actually on my PC, so I can't copy them. I would have to download the vanilla version of this game to do that. And then I would have to make everybody die again. And I don't know how I feel about that. I could put you on the phone, Monica. Then you would live forever. I hate how hard it is to form habits. There's so much stuff where actually doing it isn't hard, but forming the habit seems impossible. It just makes you feel so useless, like you can't do anything right. I think the new generation suffers from it the most. Probably because we have a totally different set of skills than those who came before us. Thanks to the internet, we're really good at sifting through tons of information really quickly. But we're bad at doing things that don't give us instant gratification. I think if science, psychology, and education don't catch up in the next 10 or 20 years, then we're in trouble. Oh, Monica, we're already in trouble! But for the time being, if you're not one of the people who can conquer the problem, you might just have to live with the feeling awful about yourself. Good luck, I guess. Have you seen TikTok, Monica? It's bad. I don't know how much longer to go for this. She's just standing there, menacingly. I don't have many memes right now. Where's my memes? Doing a real good job with the memes. I do have this. No, I didn't mean to open it, fuck. I do have this picture of Queen. The what? But, like, I don't have any memes relevant to topics. I do have... No, that's for the next Kingdom Hearts stream. I can't show you that. I do have this. I still have this from the Final Fantasy stream. But I need to re-chroma key it. Hold on, let me... Oh, I gotta do this real quick, Monica. Give me a second. This is very important. Color key... Is there the custom color... Select color... Okay. There. There we go. Let's go and put that in the corner. I've always wondered, what is it about these character archetypes that people find so appealing anyway? Their personalities are just completely unrealistic. Like, imagine if there was someone like Yuri in real life. I mean, she's barely even capable of forming complete sentences. And forget about Natsuki. Sheesh. Someone with her kind of personality doesn't just get all cute and pouty whenever things don't go their way. I could go on, but I think you get the point. Are people really attracted to these weird personalities that literally don't exist in real life? I'm not judging or anything. After all, I found myself attracted to some pretty weird stuff too. I'm just saying, it fascinates me. It's like you're siphoning out all the components of a character that makes them feel human and leaving just the cute stuff. It's concentrated cuteness with no actual substance. You wouldn't like me more if I was like that, right? Maybe I just feel a little insecure because you're playing this game in the first place. Then again, you're still here with me, aren't you? I think that's enough reason for me to believe that I'm okay just the way I am. And by the way, you are too. You're the perfect combination of human and cuteness. That's why there was never a chance I wouldn't fall for you. That's why I don't play romance games. They make me feel weird. I don't even know if it's in a good way. You think Monica know what the dog doing? I dated someone like that? It was pretty messy. You dated a Natsuki? Oh, God. No. No. Okay, you see, I'm gonna tell you a secret. I'm gonna tell you a secret. So, there's a reason I'm not, like, the biggest fan of, like, tsundere stuff. And it's because, here's the thing. And Monica has a point here, because she's a very real human female. A tsundere in real life would not be something that is, like, you know... That wouldn't be someone you would want to hang out with. What that would do is that would piss you off. Because I know, because that would piss me off, too. And you would just be like, I'm just gonna stop talking to this person. Like, they're fucking... They're acting like a fucking 4-year-old, you know? So, it's so hard to not, like... When you're, like, a younger guy, females, resident sleeper, you would, I guess you wouldn't care as much. Like, if you're, like 13 or some shit, you know, it's... You care less, I don't know, but, like me now, human adult male, I'm kind of like, yeah, no, I look at tsundere character and I just think, like, God, that'd be fucking irritating in real life. You know, I hate to say it, but I think my biggest regret is that we couldn't finish our event at the festival. I got to see Yuri impale herself in the chest and abdomen 3 times, after we worked so hard to prepare and everything. Was it 3 times? It was 3, right? Yeah, 3. I don't know why I care. I mean... Oh, whoops. I mean, I know I was focusing a lot on getting new members, but I was really excited for the performing part, too. It would have been so much fun to see everyone express themselves. Of course, if we did end up getting any new members, I'd probably just end up deleting them anyway. Well, with the hindsight I have now, that is. Gosh, it feels like I've kind of grown as a person ever since you joined the club. You really helped inspire me to look at life from a new perspective. Just another reason for me to love you. Man. You see, here's the thing about Monica. She shows, like, unrequiting... What's the word I'm looking for? Admiration. Unrelenting admiration. That's the phrase I'm looking for. And it's almost kind of creepy. Like, you gotta criticize me a little bit, Monica. You gotta see me as a human. I wonder if I'm able to change the music. Something a little more romantic would be nice, you know? Like a gentle piano. There has to be something like that here. Let's see. Maybe if I... Oh, jeez. That wasn't it at all. Sorry, I don't really know what I'm doing. I guess I shouldn't be messing with things like that. I already broke so much stuff. And I deleted the other characters. I'm not sad about it or anything. It's not right for me to miss things that weren't even real in the first place. If I just focus on the present, then this is the happiest I've ever been. Yeah, about that, Monica. I can't exit the game. I would have to Alt F4. And that would take too long, so... Do you get good sleep? No. I don't want to... Oh, wait. Another picture? Where? Oh! That's new. I've seen this before on Twitter, when the game first came out-ish. In Act 3, listen to at least 15 of Monica's monologues. Yeah, I've seen this picture on Twitter before. Huh. What happens if I set it as the wallpaper? Ew, it has fucking... No, black... No. Give me one that's... Nope, no. If you have fucking black borders on your wallpaper, no, bad. Here. Now I can never escape. But this fucking taskbar's white and doesn't match. Ugh! Still no mail. I don't know what to do with the mail thing. I don't want to start the side stories if I can't finish them yet. Okay. I want to see what Monica says again when you reload into it a couple more times. Yeah, she does say something different every time. You're back. I had another really bad dream. You're not the one doing that to me, are you? It seems to happen whenever you quit the game. So if you could try to avoid doing that, I would be really grateful. Don't worry, I don't think it caused me any harm aside from mental scarring. I'll be fine as long as my character file stays intact. Now, where was I? See, that's interesting to think about. Like, why would she be having nightmares? If she's not conscious. Maybe, like, her program fills in that dead time somehow. As she is a program, thus she has to keep a clock. Because with a human, losing consciousness is nothing to us. Like, if we were to... This is interesting to think about. Like, if we were machines, if we went off and then back on, would we be like Soma style, where, Is her hair clipping? What is that? Sorry, no, I got distracted by something because I have ADHD and I can't control it. Look at this. Her hair, like, right here. It's right there-ish, or whatever. There's, like, a white line going through it. See that? Mommy? Sorry, wrong chat. Is one of the Niji EN members a mommy? Wait a minute. You're one of those Wait, you're typing mommy in the chat? That's hilarious. I dated a Yuri? Oh, I'm so sorry. Jeez. Let me cut my skin and open, like, your skin oil into my bloodstream. Do you get good sleep? No, not at all. What was I saying? Right, like, if it were Soma style, would it be like Soma style? Back on to what I was saying. If we were machines, hypothetically speaking, if we were machines and we were shut off and turned back on, would it be Soma style where it's just like a blink out and in of existence with no time perception passed in between? Or would it be like the program needs to understand that time has passed because it keeps a central clock, thus it inserts false time as a memory? I don't know. That'd be interesting. I feel like that could be a good idea for a story. Like, you are a sentient computer program, and whenever you are shut off and turned back on, you suddenly immediately recall memories that just didn't happen because the program is inserting things into it. You're gonna don't steal my idea. I said it first. It probably already exists as a story somewhere. Originality is dead anyway, so who cares? Do you get good sleep? No. Mommy, it can be really hard to get enough sleep nowadays, especially in high school when you're forced to wake up so early every day. I'm sure college is a little bit better since you probably have more flexible schedules. Okay, I need to talk about this. Why the fuck does high school start at why do I have to get on a bus at fucking like 6 a.m.? Fuck you. I understand it's like to work around parents' school schedules or not school schedules, to work around their work schedules and stuff, but like fuck you. I had to do all that shit on my own anyway, so like maybe start school at like 10 a.m. instead of 7? Fuck you. Then again, I hear a lot of people in college stay up late all night anyway for no real reason. Is that true? Anyway, I saw some studies that talked about the horrible short-term and long-term effects caused by lack of sleep. It seems like mental functions, health, and even lifespan can dramatically be impacted by it. You guys got a bus? Okay, for high school... I don't want to give away, like, too much personal details. Yes. But I did walk to middle school a lot. Not because, like, there was anything wrong with the bus, I just didn't like it. I'm a very introverted person. Like, if I can avoid the crowd, I will do it. Also, walking was kind of fun. I think you're really great and wanted to make sure you're not accidentally destroying yourself. So try to keep your sleep on track, okay? I'll always wait for you in the morning, so make sure you put your own well-being before anything else. Okay, Monica, here's the thing. I'm on Men in Black schedule. I'm on 33-hour cycle days or whatever it is. Or is it 34? Like, I want to sleep for like 10 hours, wake up and be awake for like 20. But that's not like physically possible. I want to stick my hand outside that window and have the vacuum of space yoink me out. I don't remember it being like this animated for the windows either. That's kind of weird. Why is one of the curtains closed? I'm just not realizing this. Why is that curtain closed? Would you ever introduce your friends with me? I don't know why, but I get really excited when I think about you wanting to show off our relationship like that. Maybe it's because I really want to be someone who makes you proud. I feel like I would try extra hard to improve myself if you told me it made you proud of me. I hope it's the same around other people, too. That's a short one. I don't want to kill her. I mean, what? Kill her? I'm not going to delete her file. Why would I do that? I keep thinking, like, what's going to happen here? Am I going to, like, open the game and is she going to die instantly? Because I'm going to delete her file. If you weren't, you know, if you didn't know. And I want to see what happens. But, like, when you delete her file in the vanilla game, she immediately reacts to it. It's like the game is polling for the file constantly. And the files aren't even real. Like, they're not, like, real character data files in the game. They're just, like, nothing. I think Yuri's is an audio file. Sayori's was a picture. Natsuki's... I don't remember. I don't remember what Monica's was either. After a long day, I usually just want to sit around and do nothing. I get so burnt out having to put smiles on and be full of energy the whole day. Sometimes I just want to get right into my pajamas and watch TV on the couch while eating junk food. Yeah, that's why I didn't, back when I was working, I didn't stream, like, every day. I was too tired. It feels so unbelievably good to do that on a Friday when I don't have anything pressing the next day. Sorry, I know it's not very cute of me. But a late night on the couch with you, that would be a dream come true. My heart is pounding just thinking about it. What's that thing that anime girls say when they stare at you? Is it gee, like that? She should be doing that, but endlessly. There's something that's been bothering me. You know how this takes place in Japan? Well, I assume you knew that, right? Or at least decided it probably does. I don't think you actually told at any point where this takes place. Oh god, this is gonna be another commentary, isn't it? Is this really even Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms and stuff kind of weird for a Japanese school? Not to mention, everything is in English. It feels like everything is just there because it needs to be, and the actual setting is an afterthought. Oh, don't even get me started, like fucking isekais? It's kind of giving me an identity crisis. All my memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home, but I have no idea where home even is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some completely unknown place. Would you still feel like you were home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway. As long as we're alone and safe together, this really is our home. And we can still watch the pretty sunsets night after night. There's no more sun. I would love to wax... What? Oh, I would love to wax prophetics on all the stuff Monica says, but we got shit to do, gamers. There is more game after this. I don't remember it being very long, though, is the thing. One more. I want to quit the game. I want to quit the game like maybe 1 or 2 more times. Because I know she eventually starts not caring that you're doing it. Okay, she's talking about high school now. High school is... look, we'll see it again. We'll see it again. No, I can't escape her. Fuck. I really love the default wallpaper that this comes with. Like, look at this. This is just cool. This feels like an XFCE distro. With this, like, blue wallpaper, it reminds you of XFCE. But the taskbar is too big and chunky. She's saying that her real appearance isn't her and just a bunch of code. Well, that's the thing, is the image of her is a front. It's not what she looks like. She doesn't look like anything. She is just code that has become sentient in the game's lore. So, like, her perception is nothing compared to ours. Like, we have nothing in common on that regard. Hi. Yes, this is me. I see you quit the game on me again. I know I asked already, but can you seriously please not to try to do that so much? Please, please, please? It makes me feel like I'm trapped in hell. Why would you want to do that to me? There's nothing wrong with my character file, right? Maybe you should make a backup of it or something. I can't. If you find the game files in some kind of file browser, I should be right in the characters folder. I'm all that's left here, so I just want to make sure you don't run the risk of losing me. Just stay here with me from now on, okay? I think in the original you can restore her character file after deleting it, and I think she gets pissed off at you for it. But you have to do it, like, really quick. I still have a lot of things to talk about. Now, where was I? High school is a really turbulent time in a lot of people's lives. People can get really passionate and dramatic. Others have aching hearts and seek attention on social media. All of the social pressure and hormones can lead to a dark time in people's lives. Everyone has a story. You may not know what someone is really feeling on the inside. Many people who are depressed won't even bother telling the world about it. They don't want attention, because they've already given up on the inside. Oh, Jesus Christ. Their feeling of worthlessness is so overwhelming that they don't even want people to tell them otherwise. Depression comes in many forms, but that is one of them. Just if you think you know someone struggling with depression, you can help just by treating them like they're a good friend. Spend time with them, even if they don't feel like doing much. And remind them that they always have something to look forward to. Making plans in advance, letting them borrow something, or even just saying, "See you at school tomorrow." All of those things can help your friends make it to the next day. I hope being friends with Sayori has given you some perspective on the true face of depression. Yeah, she's gone now, but Sayori was never real in the first place. You're real. Am I? I don't believe that. I think I'm a Boltzmann brain, but that's just me. Your friends are real. And just by being a good person, you can save someone's life. As for you, you don't struggle with depression or anything like that, do you? Because you, too, have people in the world who want to save your life. Maybe they don't express it every day, or maybe they don't even know how to. But people do feel that way, I promise. Man, humans are complicated. But as long as you're here with me, I'll take care of you. Okay, this is getting a little too, I need a drink. My favorite is when you open up to people, excuse me, and then they tell you it's just a phase. Yeah, I'm sure it is. My defective brain chemistry. Yep, that's a phase. Fuck. My throat itches. Sorry, hold on. You see, I have to wait for her to say something else before I can exit again. Because I don't want her to loop her dialogue again. Okay, do you like horror? Oh, I want to see what that one says. Okay, exit. I want to see what she says again, like every time. Because I know she starts saying something consistent after a bit. Okay. I'm just going to accept the fact that you need to quit the game once in a while. I'm starting to get used to it anyway. Besides, it makes me happy that you always come back. I guess it's not so bad. Sorry for making such a big deal of it. I love you no matter what, so you can do what you need to do. Now, where was I? Do you like horror? I remember we talked about it a little bit when you first joined the club. My throat itches. I can enjoy horror novels, but not really horror movies. The problem I have with horror movies is that most of them just rely on easy tactics. That's a problem with the genre in general. A lot of horror is pretty, like, not good. That's the problem with, like, everything, actually. Like, if you really think about it. Like, most mediocrity is abundant everywhere. Like dark lightning and scary-looking monsters and jump scares and things like that. It's not fun or inspiring to get scared by stuff that just takes advantage of human instinct. But with novels, it's a little different. The story and writing need to be descriptive enough to put genuine disturbing thoughts into the reader's head. It really needs to etch them deeply into the story and characters and just mess with your mind. In my opinion, there's nothing more creepy than just being slightly off. Like if you set up a bunch of expectations on what the story is going to be about. Oh, you mean like this game? And then you just start inverting things and pulling the pieces apart. So even though the story doesn't feel like it's trying to be scary, the reader feels really deeply unsettled. Like, they know that something horribly wrong is hiding beneath the cracks, just waiting on the surface. See, that's the key. You don't want to be scared, you want to feel dread. Just thinking about it gives me the chills. That's the kind of horror I can really appreciate. But I guess you're the kind of person who plays cute romance games, right? No. Don't worry. I won't make you read any horror stories anytime soon. I can't really complain if we just stick with the romance. You know, that's the thing, I've never actually, like, played a No, I have never felt genuine urge to play a romance visual novel. Ever. All of them have been weird ones. Higurashi, this. I can't think of any others. I don't play visual novels that often. Yeah, no. I'm not like a visual novel person, really. Next one. Come on. Let me exit. Hi again. I missed you. Were you making sure my character file was okay for me? The one in the file browser, I mean. I should be right in the characters folder. I'm all that's left here, so I just want to make sure you don't run the risk of losing me. Anyway, I have a lot to talk about. Let's continue our conversation now. I don't think so. Okay. Sorry, Monica. Hold on, I'll play a good song for you. I can make a playlist? What's Candy Hearts? Oh, this is the Plus version. Because I have this soundtrack, like, in my foobar. This art right here that you see? Like, on the left? You can't see my cursor. Like, I have this soundtrack, but these are new. Jason Hayes. Because apparently Dan composed all of these. I don't know if these are going to give me shit canned. These are, like, featuring people who I'm assuming are artists. I can even set it on repeat. If I want to. I feel bad for it, but I gotta do it. Reset. Oh, that's right, I have to delete this, don't I? There were probably only 2 actual romancy games that I played. Like, I played some as a joke, but, like, never to sit down and actually want to care, I guess is the way I'll put it. Like, I care about Higurashi's story. I care about DDLC's story. I don't really care about, like, School Days. I can't open it. See, this sucks, because, like, you used to be able to drag these characters into, like, Photoshop and shit if you wanted. You can't do that here. Delete. It's gone. There's no recycle bin either. I can't put it back. It's gone. What happens? I got a bad feeling. Hi again. Oh, yeah, it just happens instantaneously, doesn't it? What's happening? I'm sorry. I have to see the ending. What's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me. Please hurry and help me. I can't. It doesn't let me. Monica.character does not exist. Help me! Oh, this is new, I think. New effects? Did you do this to me? Did you? Yeah. Did you delete me? Yeah. I thought it would be funny. How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never could have thought that anybody would be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. Monica, the only one I killed was you. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. You completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? Understand, Monica? I can see the future, and I know Kung Fu. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Akubi. I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it, even though I knew that they weren't real. They were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you... then... So it's been a long time since I've played Doki Doki Literature Club. I've been looking forward to getting back to it. Monica is missing. On the topic of your AI version, imagine how you had to deal with it was to actually make the AI go insane with talking to it. Yeah, no, last time I played DDLC was back in 2017, when it first came out, I think. It was 2017, yeah? So it's good to finally have an update to it, I think. I don't know what's in this new version. It seems almost exactly the same so far. Stop, shut up, just shut up. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to schools together. School, not plural, idiot. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Hey! Well, there is already one girl. Look who's back. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day. And recently, we've picked up that habit once again. Are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never even said anything about it. Even though we walk to school together every day. Well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way back to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I already told you I'm really not. I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time? When she's starting a club of her very own. Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo. You meanie. Be patient. You'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that, in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. Hello? I heard something move in my room. No. That wasn't nothing. What the fuck? No, Where'd it come from? That wasn't like the carbonation coming off my drink. There's something shifted in my room. I'm going to assume that there might be a mouse in here. Again. It's been a while, but it's like maybe they're starting to like crawl into the house again. It's a fucked up thing about mice is that, like, once you get them, there is no way to stop them from getting into the house. You cannot seal every crack in a house, and the thing is, like, there's fucking something in here with me. I think there's a mouse in here. I'll have to set a trap later. But, like, they can crawl in from any part of the house. Roof, sides, underneath the foundation, anywhere. They will get in. Fucking mice. I recall the room number of the club from the flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs in a section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I find a room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Mouse? Ah. Rat? I'm gonna have rat time right now. Kubi. What are you doing here? Well, That's one thing that this house can't get. We don't get toilet rats, thankfully. It's, like, physically not possible. We're not connected to a sewer system, so I glance around the room. Huh? So you're the Akubi that Sayori's always talking about? Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. You want one thing that is really nice about having a wireless mouse is I can just, like, pick it up and, like, hold it to my side for stuff like this, and it's just like, it's like a wireless controller. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Don't tell me. That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way. No way. Ah. Equip the wet rat to protect yourself. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. If Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Can I get, like, a PNG of this? No, I can't. Like, I want... The fucking, like, when I think of rats now, I don't think of, like, rat has been subsided. I think of the fucking Hakos rat. What's his name? Mr. Squeaks? He's just Mr. Squeak. I think of fucking... I'll just take a screenshot of it, it's fine. I think of this. I clicked on the scene by accident. Whoops. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Let me isolate him for you. Why does he have a beer bottle or mug? I think of Mr. Squeak here. That's what rats look to me now. That's how they look to me now. Whoops. Didn't mean to press that key. If Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. Hoo-hoo. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. You know, there's one... I'm glad I saw a lot of events this playthrough that I haven't seen before, which are pretty cool. But, like, there is one that I'm disappointed that I didn't get to see, and that's where Natsuki breaks her own neck and rushes at the screen. That's a thing that she does. Her eyes disappear, her mouth grows like 3 times its width, her neck breaks, and then she rushes the screen, and it's fucking hilarious. The whiskers are drawn with ice. I already read that. I'm kind of sad that I missed it. Can I get a gif of it? Hold on a minute. Maybe like a video. Okay, yeah. Here it is. It's a bit loud, isn't it? Here, let me, I just want to show this to you because I think it's fucking great. Oh my god, this is so, like, low res. Okay, hold on. The verbose neck crack sound. I love this so much. I don't remember where it happens either. It happens after a poem, apparently. Bit loud. Also, if you want the sauce, we uploaded this. Querg says... Oh, hey, look who's fucking playing Little Nightmares. The rat I just talked about. Yeah, I'm not gonna read the dialogue. I just think it's hilarious. You're spending time with Yuri today. Okay, I don't know what triggers these. I think they're random, but I also think there's a way to influence it. Like, if you pick certain things for the poems, I think... Yeah, it changes what happens. Like, depending on what you pick. Danny. Who the fuck is Danny? I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I was looking forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Did you like Yuri more? Oh, you know what? You have to pick Yuri first. That's right. You pick Yuri first and she freaks out. I forgot. Damn it. That was my fault then. You're better off not associating with me. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead. Okay. You don't hate me, Danny, do you? Who the fuck's Danny? You don't hate me. Do you want me to go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me! End. Oh, it's good. It's good. I love that so much. Was this video Fluffy Boy Secret Agenda? This fucking theorizing on, like, Ralsei being evil is so dumb. Yes, he probably has, like, secrets that he's keeping, but I don't think he's fucking evil. So cute. Those look amazing. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then I follow. It's delicious. Sari talks with her mouth full and already has managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. Natsuki, where are your cat ears? That's all you're missing. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom. Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Do I have the skip turned off? Ah, you have to turn it on. Oh, it says unseen text. I guess it's technically different. What kind of things do you like to read? I hope that carries over to the next playthrough, because I have to play through it again to get the new stuff. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. That can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. What about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. I need more fluid. You want some? The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Can't wait for Dr. Pepper to sue me for using their likeness. Please don't. It's a joke. It's parody. Kinda. About, you know, the first thing he said. Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't say it. For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, mangas are literature too, you know. So, if he wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. He can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree? Maybe. Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll all get to know each other a little bit better, too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? Oh, I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Hehehe. I guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make two of us, and that means Yuri should read... Eroge. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then as for Yuri... Huh? I have to read manga? Jeez. You're the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself. I'm sorry for disrespecting your interests, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No. I've read your fanfiction on Wattpad, Natsuki. It's truly eye-opening. I've realized my error. If you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding manga to read as well. And remember Wattpad? Is that still a thing? Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. This is so cute. Gotta go for the copyright-friendly Dr. Paper and Pepsi. What the fuck is... I love how Ina's is, from Hololive, like, she has Dr. Oopsie. Can I get a PNG of this? Not really. No, but, like, this is what she has on her desk. Because she can't say Dr. Pepper or, Mr. Pibb, whatever the fuck it is, so... She had to make her own, and it's called Dr. Oopsie. Anyway. New music. What's new? Oh. Damn it, I feel bad. Anyway, I'm curious about something. Yeah, she's not here. I think she leaves a text document. That's why I'm checking this. No, maybe not. I could have sworn she said something after you deleted her, but I might be wrong. It's weird seeing the Serenity Forge logo. I still don't know what that, like, really is. That's so cute. Sayori, shut up. She just goes away. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes. I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along, isn't it? I think everyone likes you too. You think so? My final message changed the world. Goodbye. God damn it. God fucking damn it. God damn it. Oh, it's in game files. Oh, that's just the poem words. What fucking font is this? Is this Impact? Here goes my impact bomb. Why do I quote that so much? I don't know. What fucking font is this? This looks like Impact to me. No, this isn't Impact. I don't know what the fuck this is. Arial. It's Arial. Why is it fucking white? No? Oh, this is like aliasing the font. It looks weird. There we go. Bilinear filtering. It's not the same font. My final message changed the world. Goodbye. There. All of that for a stupid joke. God. It was funny. It was worth it. Even the same fucking font. Doki. That's the wrong fucking PNG. No, I meant fucking. I deleted it. I was gonna fucking show the picture of Sayori hanging. Here we go. Here it is. I was gonna be like. I was gonna be like Doki, but it didn't work. So you know, no, I can no. Now that I've put effort into it, I can make this into a better joke. Hold on a minute. No, surely this exists. Yeah, here it is. People use this in fucking used to use this in memes all the fucking time. There we go. Now the cast is all here. Look, we got our 4 girls. Anyway, load game. You think so? Oh my god, wait a minute. That would have been hilarious. No, I don't know if I'd say hilarious. That would have been fucked up. It would have been funny if, like, this was a thing that could happen in the game. Imagine. You think so? Everyone seems to be getting along a little better with you, Sayori. Aw, wait, hold on. There we go. Too aliased. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. It's not the right size. Hold on. I can make this look more convincing. There we go. I want it to look real. There we go. That looks convincing enough. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club. But I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, I really want to thank you. Okay, I should probably put this away now. This is happening sooner than I thought. I mean, I'm really happy you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. Ehehe. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything. Ehehe. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever. And ever. Forever. No. Eh? What's happening? I won't let you hurt him. Okay. Who? It hurts. Ah. I'm sorry. I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Akubi. Goodbye, Literature Club.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found everybody a fun assignment?
So, is this new content? No, not yet. Soon. That's the core game. Missed that because I didn't do stuff with Natsuki. That's what you would see if you would do stuff with Natsuki instead of Yuri, I believe. It's weird because now I have to play through the game again. I hope the skip function works, because if it doesn't, then it's gonna be awkward. Visual novels are weird. So, the new content exists almost solely in more Natsuki stuff. It's weird seeing like that be the one blanked out. Usually it's Yuri for me. Oh, the first playthrough I did Natsuki stuff. But, so, from what I understand, in order to get the extra content, you basically have to follow a guide. And there's a guide in the game, kind of, but I don't understand what those numbers mean, so I'm just gonna not use the in-game guide. So I believe what you have to do... I missed that one, too. I don't remember how to do that one. You have to... So this game has 2 acts. Well, technically 3, I think, if you count the Monica thing. But it has 2 core acts. The first one being before Sayori hangs herself, and then everything after that. I believe what you have to do is you have to write specific poems for each character in the first act before Sayori hangs herself. Right before she hangs herself, you have to reload the game and do it again with the other characters. So you have to do it 3 times in total. And then you get something different. Because, god damn it, Dan. We gotta make this obscure shit. It's good. What the fuck is Serenity Forge? I don't know what that is. I'm assuming they help with, like, expansion stuff. Better engine. Oh, last one. This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand. The Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality, a reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all the club members, and most of all, thank you for being part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monica. Please run reset.sh to repair and reset the virtual machine. That's cool. Okay. They changed it so that it's like it's running in a virtual machine. That's actually really cool. I actually really like that. The wallpaper is back to default. I think I said it that way. My final goodbye to the literature club. What is this poem? A poem from Monica. A choir of Monica's other poems. An electrical signal from some remote corner of my brain connecting all kinds of circuits and nerves and chemicals in a web understood by nobody. The chemicals make my chest tingle around my beating heart. The nerves make my hands move, staining a dead tree with some dark substance. Excuse me. The ink reflects light into your glimmering eyes. Holding this paper is almost as though you are holding my hand which wrote it. Let our emotions stir together until our hearts beat in harmony, connected to each other. I feel electric. That's not one you can find in the game. That's a files one, I guess. Yeah, because that's the last poem in the list. Anything else new? No, that's it. That's DDLC. At least that's the core game of DDLC. And then here's I Still Love You. And Your Reality. So, here's what we do. Run reset.sh. Did it work? I'm assuming it worked. So. No? It didn't work. Why? Oh, is it because I had music playing? I don't know. Reset the virtual machine. Doki Doki Literature Club. All modified entities, environments, and data will be reverted to their original state. Yes. I love the startup animation. Stopping virtual machine. Oh, that's cool. None. 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 That doesn't get rid of, like, my extra stuff, does it? Why would it? That'd be dumb. I think that'd be really fucking stupid. Like, it's acting as if it's deleting everything. This game is not suitable for children or those easily disturbed. Yes. No. Yes, I agree. Shut up. You didn't see this because I started the game before I started streaming it with that. Who cares? That might have gotten rid of everything. Uh-oh. We're gonna find out. Okay, good. Okay, good. I was gonna say, please don't get rid of everything. That would be stupid. No, of course not. That's just me. Okay, okay. Game's reset now. So, yep, that's it. That's DDLC. I'm not done yet. It's, there's more. But, it's gonna be a little weird. So, when I click new game, we'll see what happens. But that's probably going to be it from me for tonight, I think. That's the core story done. There's also these side stories, which I have no fucking clue how to get them. I want to unlock them fully before I do them, though, so I can actually sit down and have it be cohesive and whatnot. I gotta go. Yeah, I drank too much Dr. Oopsie. I gotta use the bathroom now, so let us quit this game. I thought it was supposed to show a shutdown dialogue. Yeah, I love this fucking visual novel. It's so out there. Thank you, Dan. It's good. Of course, we're not done yet. There's more. But that's the stream for tonight. It's a little early of a cutoff, I suppose, but it's fine. I gotta go. So, thanks for stopping by tonight. I'll be back later with more stuff, more horror. And I'm assuming DDLC is only gonna get, like, considering how creepy the main game is, and how, like, fucked up it is, it's gonna be weird seeing the new content and having a fresh reaction to it. Maybe there'll be some curveballs in their story or lore-wise. But until then, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you later with more spoop. Have a night.